Oh my god, I did it! I said 1, and then I hit start record, and then and I got caught. That's okay. John, how are we doing?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we are rolling. As soon as I hit 1, see, you're supposed to go after the 1, but I decided to change it up a little bit for our dear
Welcome
viewers.
back.
We're back. We're back. This is episode 5. I double checked. It's episode 5 of Disco Elysium. And we are somewhere. Where are we, John? We're in the cafeteria.
We're in the cafeteria of the Whirling in Rags. Yeah, you can open up your journal and see where we're at. And
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say we were talking to this nice old lady last, and she was very helpful. And if in a different life, I think I might have made something of her.
was that last time? Oh God.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we talked to her the first episode, and then we talked to her again, and she had more to say.
She told us about where we live and everything.
She doesn't know shit about where I live, but
Well, we found out our name. We're Harry Dubois.
Harry.
One of our several missions is to go smoke.
Alina gave you a commemorative pin to pawn when you were desperate for cash. Yeah, she gave us the pin for cash.
Yeah.
And then we hope to buy it back again and return it to her. Once we have.
Oh, we have to go open the trash container around the back.
Okay, so let's go do that. Let's go open that trash.
Also have to look at the body again now that we have the ammonia.
Right, we can.
We won't throw up.
You know,
It's all
kind of.
coming back.
Yeah, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. All right. Where's
Should be up to the
Kubo?
left.
Here we go. Let's talk to this guy for a
He's
second.
still going?
Yeah, he's still throwing fucking rocks. This fucking kid never
Fuck,
learns.
does Kuno care?
Fuck, does Kuno care? I
Fuck
love
this
it.
kid, I don't care.
What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno? What was that about you running you? What was that about running you an errand? Kuno,
Take it
I
slow.
threw up
It's too
and I
easy.
can't investigate the body now. I mean, none of these are.
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers.
Oh my god,
That's
he
where
just
Kuno gets
he
his
just gave
lightning
away
up.
his dad. He just gave him away just like that. Wow.
Oh, we don't know his dad.
Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door.
That's
Streets
why.
going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Streets going mad.
Yeah, they sure have. So they had a falling out. Okay. This is very interesting, but have to get back to you.
Dirty popo man is you. In
I'm
there
the
is
dirty
Kuno's
popo
violent
man.
Dad on
Yeah, well,
steroids.
we'll pick that up.
Kuno's dad does steroids and speed.
Oh
If
shit,
you can take him,
steroids
you can
and
have
speed.
half the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno? I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's going to happen. Conclude. Okay.
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster.
Oh,
He's the
jeez.
most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about
Wait.
a single thing.
And
He
he drinks.
drinks too.
Oh, okay. And he
Are you
drinks.
sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
My condition is quite good. How much material are we talking about?
Like half
Half of what?
a baggie, but like in this vial.
Drugs, I guess.
Okay. But that's not very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about
Fuck
half
you
a G.
talking about?
This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
Damn, that sounds pretty good. I mean, I don't know nothing about drugs, but
That's as clean as it gets.
Because there's barely any.
oh man. Okay. Well, I've made up my mind.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
Okay, I'm going in there all guns blazing to get that speed because I need it. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. A lie, you need speed. I'm not going in there. Oof. These are tough choices. I mean, me personally, I'm above board here. I wouldn't get the speed, but Harry over here is very much a person that would need speed. But I can't do that to Harry. I'm going against the most violent man. I mean, I don't think I can handle going against the most violent man. Yeah, I'm gonna confiscate that crap, and I guess if I do that, then I would have to go against the most violent man.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half.
Ooh, ooh.
So half of a half is a quarter, right? We're probably talking about a quarter gram here.
Damn electrochemistry. You have a built-in scale, a narcotic scale. I love it.
Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key, so you need to fuck your way in there.
Whoa.
Go to the pier side.
Whoa.
Until the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno
Cleaning
does it.
gimp. Oh well, maybe he's got a gimp link. Maybe that's what it is.
Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style.
Police
That's what
are
Kuno
very
does.
violent. They
And
do
then
kick doors
action
down.
Time, you're locked in the room with violent fuckhead.
Okay.
That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Okay, you're a little boy. You're not telling me shit. Also, I now remember what this freak looks like in the game. Psychonauts. Have you ever played Psychonauts?
I played 2 for like half an hour.
Oh.
Joining control, so that was just like,
Oh no, you didn't like Psychonauts? I
patience.
fucking loved Psychonauts. I mean,
I've
Psychonauts
never
1.
played the first one. Yeah. I haven't
Yeah,
played
okay.
the first one.
Psychonauts 1, a true gem. A true gem.
Mhm.
Psychonauts 2, I know it's good. Everybody has told me, and it's on my wish list. I want to get it and all that. But there's a character in Psychonauts 1 that looks exactly like this freak. Like not the portrait, but like this
yeah.
polygonal
Right,
monstrosity that came out of a gutter and told me I was a F slur. So anyway, I'm gonna conclude this.
What the hell are you
Oh.
signing us up for?
Wait, Kutsa, fucking guy, dude. We are cops. We are doing our due diligence by collecting speed. I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. Oh, no, I am not gonna kill Kuno's dad. I don't care what road this leads to. I am not killing Kuno's dad because, like, what the? Why would I do Kuno the favor of killing his dad? You know what I mean? Let Kuno behead the king to become the king. You know, I'm a bad addict cop. I'm going to get my fix. That's so honest. I love it. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay then.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, I don't know if I want. I kind of want to go into this line, but I'm not.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. Wow. I'm glad I didn't tell you about my weak gut. Okay, so this thing?
Yeah, check out what's in there.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Okay, open the padlock with key. Okay. What if I did this? What would happen?
Kim would probably just make fun of you. What are you doing?
Isn't
Okay.
You've jammed the pry bar under the lid.
Oh, but it
just
this time it
You
did
used
said about the pry bar.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh.
Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help with its resistance. Utter the power words.
The fuck kind of metal is this fucking shit? Kick the container. Hang from the pry bar with all your weight. That's it. I can't pry it open. Okay. Me, IRL stream. Okay. It'd probably be the fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit.
The quality of metal is not the problem.
Whoa.
From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
Okay, you piece of shit, dickhead.
He's enjoying your little failure. He finds it amusing.
Yeah.
He's reveling in sweaty rage on your face.
Okay. I would not kick the container. We all know that leads to broken toes. So hang from the pry bar.
There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips
Fuck.
under the lid. You hang from it like a moron,
Oh.
huffing and puffing. Clearly, the technique is wrong. but nothing else comes to mind.
Well,
Except for the key that you have.
okay. Well, then I guess I have to kick it. Oh no! I
Oh,
hurt
no.
myself.
Unsatisfied,
I fucking knew it
Oh,
would lead to
great.
damaging myself.
but not quite hollow. The
Oh,
can
man.
seems to be full.
You know, it's funny. I didn't need to even go through any of this, like whatsoever.
didn't.
I had a key.
Full of itself. Content. Happy you fell.
Hmm.
This snickering trash container is having a grand old time.
God, I love Half Light. I would make out with Half Light.
Choice.
That's it. I can't pry it
The
open.
strange thing is, we don't have to. We have the key, remember?
I told you.
See?
Give you the key.
But that's a great little bit of dialogue after all of this faffing about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah,
like,
totally worth it.
dude, why did you do all of this? You have the fucking key. It's just funny. It's just funny. I enjoy this.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open.
Oof.
It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
That well-oiled crack for those ASMR heads in the chat. You know, I hope you guys enjoy that.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should.
Interview.
This is your time to shine, Hobocop.
Hobocop.
Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Ooh, extra content. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? Open the lid another time, maybe. Didn't I just have a premonition?
Yes.
There is, but you won't like it.
Open it.
Sweat forms on your brow.
Came all this
Your hand is still on the lid.
Oh, open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
It's very standard.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Wow. It looks under the boxes of carton. Pick at the rags, search the food waste, dig in Hobocop style for extra content. I do like me some extra content.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon,
What?
half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
Where? I can't see it.
Never mind. Look at that fat string of archipelagon pearls snaking amidst the banana peels. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes?
Oh,
It is. That catches quite a price.
oh.
We're talking 12,000. Easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I'll sell it.
No, you won't. Because none of those things are real.
Oh.
They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest. There must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man.
Oh,
frolicking
no.
in saffron.
Should I give it to Kusuragi over here? An antique. Take the mug. An antique.
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. Yeah, okay. Look under the box cartons, pick at the rags, search the food waste, close the lid. All right, let's just start from the top.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper.
Ooh.
Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands.
Soleil.
Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And
Plastic
turbo
pasta.
noodles.
Turbo
Nothing of
noodles.
note, however.
I want some turbo noodles.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab those
As the
trousers.
legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh, they're
The
the
victim's clothes?
just past the victim's clothes.
Cadaver in odor is faint.
Oh,
If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
so with like a day or two, like 2 days maybe.
Drop them in here, officer.
Evidence. Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty.
Pockets
emptied.
empty.
He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
Oh.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your
Ooh,
eye.
slimy. Okay, should I just go for the slime? Yeah,
Yeah, of
let's
course.
go
A
for it.
drab,
Be
long-sleeved
for it.
shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ooh, pus. Ugh. How did Puss get on that? Bag the shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Man, you really want me digging in there, huh, Kusuragi? All right, continue.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Just garbage. All right, well, I think that's it, everybody. That's all, folks.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one.
Yeah, the red.
I'd advise against
bird.
confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here. You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved? Maybe. I mean, it hasn't been emptied in a week. I mean, that doesn't seem too crazy. But you also have a dead man hanging there for about a week. You know, maybe the garbage people don't want to deal with the garbage, like right, with the murdered body right there. I don't know. Yeah, I think fuck the kids. Not literally, please don't. Yeah. Let's go with the Whirling.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay, so kids.
What's he on about?
Oh God.
Kids? You hear that, Bruno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
An infant. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. What a bitch. Okay. Proceed.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Okay. So time to search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure.
Yummy. I can make a delicious 5-course meal with that.
Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see.
Inland Empire. There must be something about myself in this trash can. I must have woken up in the trash can. Maybe I saw the murder. But I was too drunk to do anything about it and stop it because I'm a terrible police officer.
What's this?
Yeah, what? Elbows out. There's nothing more here. Okay, what?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Blue plastic. That is the corner. Okay, pick it.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it.
Okay.
They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's handwriting.
Man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
So, either someone took my thing, my little... Did I kill the guy? John, I killed the guy.
No.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Cramping my style, foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. What? All right, that's a weird quest to go on. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Ooh, interesting. Maybe someone from the Whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know. I'm boring. Well, that's not actually crazy, right? Maybe it was like a maid, housekeeping, whatever. I'd rather not talk about it right now. That's not good. I'm gonna say this one is probably the most likely.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Man, I am really a bad police officer. I'm gonna say nothing.
It will also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Anyway, where were we?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna close the lid.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay, continue.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay, good. Open the lid again. Leave. Wow, he really is just like, dude. This must be wrong. Like I must arrest you because you're like damaging the crime scene.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so
Interact.
oh, yellow man mug. Oh my God! Look at the tricorner. Like, oh well, you can't see it. Hold on, let me help you out. Look at the little hat there at the top.
Oh.
So wrong. So wrong in so many ways. Samaritan frolicking in the fields of saffron flannels, bucktooth and grinning feebly mindedly. It seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial era antique. Okay, cool. Damaged ledger. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case. Okay. So how do I salvage it?
Oh, click interact up next to the damaged ledger. Just go up, 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 up.
Oh.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal cleaner. That's how he said it. I think I got it. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
I don't want to use this to write my notes. This is gross. Why can't I just get another ledger?
It's a metaphor for you.
Oh, I see.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inland Empire, stop protecting me. All right, inspect the toilet paper, inspect the clip, browse the white pages, browse the yellow papers. I'm pretty sure that's all. Urine stain? Nah, I don't know. Look at the clipboard, smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose.
Oh.
It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Yum! Okay, inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic
It's
clipboard.
cool?
You can take it off if you want.
Yeah, maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the
If
same.
you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue.
Good.
It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Ah, god damn it. All right, take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean, kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger, and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
See, again, I like that in this game. You know, I picked that other option first, and then it, you know, affected my dialogue tree. Okay, inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Yeah, point out the sticker to Kutsuragi.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Information to RCM property. Interesting. What kind of information? How can I read it? How can I read
Any
it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Okay, like for example.
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal
Beautiful.
halogen
So I just go
watermarks.
back to the car.
Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay, and then what kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Okay, so maybe it's not even my ledger. You know, could be another cop's ledger, right? If well, we go and I mean, it's probably my ledger. I'm not gonna.
How many years you've been on the
Well,
force? He's thinking.
It did say find your paperwork. When it said the secret task or whatever. I think it said find your paperwork. So.
So let's see.
Done?
For is it underdone?
Yeah, because you did it.
I did find my paperwork. Shit. All right. Well, there's no hiding my incompetence. I don't know. All right. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay, cool. Very quickly said okay. I got nothing.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Well, then let's browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs.
Okay.
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Okay, so there was a mention of a naming convention. Count the pages. I have to open an official case as the room. I'm done this back. Okay.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh, my. And they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
They sound like book titles.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Continue.
You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
I do.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my case files appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
That's the one. No, I mean non-numeric. One with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case, the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself.
I will say, not a bad idea. Like, I don't know. This is making me want to write my own detective novel. What would be a good one? Like, let me see. The man who shot Kim Kutsuragi. There you go.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
It's long.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. It was a workplace accident.
I
Okay.
was not expecting a rail spike personally.
A rail spike. Jesus. Okay. Count the pages. I have an open case, official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Okay. Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to racing letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body.
Okay.
Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
Okay. Well,
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
RCM. RCM. I see now. Okay. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Ooh, I can name our case. Ooh, shit on a stick is an option. The setting sun. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Okay. The Hanged Man. Okay. Obviously, the Hanged Man would be probably the simplest and the most, like, you know, makes sense.
Sensible.
Yeah, but the setting sun. That could be a reference to Kim. I don't know. Shit on a stick. I don't get the shit on a stick part.
Seems like just crass for crassness sake.
The Furies are at home in the mirror. Like, does that have a double meaning? The setting sun and the Furies at home in the mirror. Because the Hangman is just so straightforward. I don't know if I like it. I bet you, you know, there have been other hanged men. You know what I mean?
To be fair, there have been other men with holes in their heads.
The Furies are at home in the mirror. What the hell does that mean?
The mirror from the beginning, maybe, where you saw yourself and it was
The
horrifying.
Furies.
Maybe. Oh.
I kind of like it. And the setting sun is Harry is this his last case? Was he retiring? Was he like a day away from retirement?
What gives you that idea? Because he threw out the.
Well, yeah, maybe like
Case.
one of the notes was that he was quitting or whatever. Maybe that would have been a reason why he did that, or and he got like crazy drunk, like sick drunk, where he almost obliterated his entire memory. So it could be in reference to Harry. I kind of like that, the setting sun, even if that's not the case. Yeah, the setting sun. And that, but then at the same time, the Furies are at home in the mirror, and then, you know, like you mentioned, I mean, I have a head full of Furies.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Oh man, I'm already out with the Hangman. I don't. It's too.
I
It's
mean,
too
yeah, I
generic.
mean, I think except for that one, I don't think you're going to be married to any of these. I think you can pick one of these, and Kim is just going to say, "What in the hell are you talking about?" And you're going to have to pick something else. So you get the Hangman, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say the setting sun.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem.
Okay.
This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all.
I'm the setting
It
sun.
has nothing to do with that, so... Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete?
Mundane. He wants mundanity.
I can't. I truly hate this man.
Usual.
I wonder if at the end
We don't do
you'll be
that.
able to look back at all these titles and they will all make sense in some capacity.
The Furies are at home at the mirror, Kim. Please let me have this.
Fury. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also...
I fucking can't. All right, furrow your brow, you stupid bastard.
Could you make it less poetic somehow?
That's
Just a
fine.
normal case name.
Well, now you got to finish out and say
What would
shit
that
on a
be?
stick before
A
you go.
good normal name.
I have to say shit on a stick.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger,
Cockfinger. Okay.
they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Okay. Well, yeah, I am the cockfinger, idiot.
Fun is outlawed with this guy. What a knock!
I forgot about necktie.
Yeah.
The Hanged Man, dumbass. Or I could just say no. You pick it.
Well,
then-
see what he says. See what he has to say about that.
Well, he's just gonna accept it because it's the Hanged Man.
Well, it's up to you. It's your game.
Ah, fine.
Great. That's great.
Great.
That's actually what I was thinking
That's
too.
what he was thinking
The
too,
Hanged
Dave.
Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
How much did you? 30
30.
experience. Damn, nice.
Give me 30. Okay, well, I'm done inspecting these. Close the case files.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Well, I'm gonna go browse the yellow pages before I roll this.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
Okay. What types of forms?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms.
Well, yeah, field
Each is
autopsy.
easy enough to make sense of. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks,
Predation.
condition of sexual organs.
Yum. Alright, station call?
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Yeah, okay, very mundane. Alright, misconduct.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Alright, well, that's enough of
Yes,
that.
all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Well, maybe I could be a bad cop and start handing out fines for
Or maybe you could give one of those to Kuno there.
Oh,
those
give him a fine?
misconduct.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess, but he's just gonna throw it back in my face.
What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper.
Alright, well, I'm gonna look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Blue heart, don't look into it. Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there
Ooh.
a hidden compartment?
Hidden compartment.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it
Ooh,
is not
lapis.
see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Okay, come on, baby.
Is not
Fuck.
what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck.
Damn it. Continue.
A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why?
Why indeed? Continue.
It's unjust. That's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Okay. Alright. Come on, give me a good roll.
Yes.
Okay.
You can piece
Hey,
them
nice.
together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41. Then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Ooh. I like that name. Okay. So wait, I just want to reread this. Then okay, so it's always 41. All right, so 41. 2011, 7 o'clock or 1700, 201. So what is 200? Yeah. Okay. All right. How long does it take to read a case? Wait, HB. Officer precinct
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
and HDB.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
Oh, Harry.
It's safe to say
Harry.
HDB are your initials.
Dubois. Dubois.
Harry Dubois, HDB.
We figured that one out without it, and then it confirmed it. We did the mystery.
We did the mystery.
Still feels like there's something missing from that.
The next world mural. Solve a case. Okay, I want more about the next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne.
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
Wreak havoc on the middle class, eh?
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility
That's
for
like
the
Banksy.
execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
So do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Okay, read on.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Plebiscite. Plebiscite. Like killing plebs?
Club aside.
Yeah, okay, alright.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
So it's either keep the mural, or remove the mural. It's just kissing people. That's it. That's the big to do. That's the big huff.
Well, and also wreak havoc among the middle class or whatever. I'd say keep the mural.
Yeah, but what? Okay, but why would you wreak havoc on the middle class if you're? Yeah, I don't know. The messaging of the mural is a little weird.
It's called free speech, bro.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority.
It's always the case, isn't it?
And that love truly is possible.
Isn't it, everybody?
For new people. And it is too late for us.
All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it, but we can't. But can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe in the rubbish, in that rubbish one bit. Okay, well, yeah, it's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
The Insolvable Case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general, know it's unsolvable.
Okay, and
You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high.
maybe both. I was a little cross-faded.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Okay.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
What about, couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home?
It's true.
No, Leslie and
Can I
Burke
give it
are
up?
on the corner of Main Street.
I
and
like
Perdition
the air.
because that's where the action.
You know what I
is.
mean? My genitals
Yeah,
enjoy the
yeah.
air.
Feels much better on your
The free air that we all have.
Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemiaki to take them out. The
Zemyaki.
Zemiaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency.
Good,
Isn't Leslie
you're learning.
doing,
If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you.
Man,
The case
cops and
becomes
drinking, huh?
considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Oh no.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner.
Ooh.
You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Oh no.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it,
Damn.
but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry,
Oh, no.
reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
Oh man, I went like apeshit.
Kill
Yeah,
them.
police brutality.
They broke it.
I killed them. Oh, that's a little much.
Well,
He came
it's
at
halfway.
us and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
That's good news?
Yeah, right? Damn,
Can't
that's
get out
pretty
of his
wild.
apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Damn, that's just dark.
I don't think that was the best way to handle that case.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing.
Breakthrough imminent?
The
What was
end.
that?
Do you want to read
Oh,
another
I
one?
got what is it called? The Mind Library Thought Cabinet.
Oh.
Hobocop is 76% done. Mazo socioeconomics is, done. Is there anything? How about homosexual?
Underground.
Nope.
You don't get them.
Yeah, I have to unlock these. -1 to my composure. And what does this give me? -1 to drama.
So
Solution?
it's temporary.
Oh, so
like,
what's the...
once you master it, it'll give you something different.
So there's the problem. So what's my solution?
Well,
Oh, well, it says 90 out of 100, so I guess it's not...
yeah, breakthrough, man, means it hasn't happened yet. So,
All right. The square bullet hole murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her
Weeks?
mouth agape.
But
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
okay. How do you get a square hole? A sequence killer.
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next?
with a rail spike, right?
So what are you thinking? It's a serial killer type of deal?
Maybe the two got mixed up.
Don't worry.
You know, Kim's was the rail spike one. The hole in the head.
Yeah, so he came...
Something's there. I don't know.
So he came over to Harry's precinct area and started killing some people?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's go with the couch in an unexpected location. This doesn't seem
I
right.
really want to hear about this one.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought
They
they
actually
looked
look like
cool.
assholes, definitely.
Okay, so...
Like, I can sort of relate to this. When I was in college, there was this one damn kid who brought his, like, acoustic guitar in a class. I'm like, who do you think you are? You know?
Well, I think they are like a rock band.
Yes, as you said there, insufferable rock and roll
Insufferable
assholes.
rock and roll assholes.
Young people are the worst. So
They
anyway,
really are.
you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it was.
Okay, continue.
They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
Okay. Murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum tum tum.
Most
at the
foul?
hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Okay, how?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Okay, yeah, let's go on with the murder.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills.
Shit or get off the pot. I like that.
Mills
I
didn't
say
get
that
off
to
the
my
pot.
son all the time.
Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Was he a good cop?
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still,
Oh.
he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
Go on.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Can you get high off of it?
No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything.
Really stupid.
Yeah. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer.
A movie producer.
No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open. Blood everywhere.
I thought someone
What
would poison the hookah.
How can it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
Now, why is it eerie? Like, the man dropped dead because someone beat his head in, right? Like, okay, so what he's saying is that he hit his head on the table and died. But, okay, let's just
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. And you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
Whoa, I didn't know hookah was so bad. And what was he doing in there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next.
I can revisit this, put the case files
Not
away.
much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still
Whoa.
sags from the clipboard.
Oh,
Read a case file.
no, that's what you
Oh,
just
that's
did.
what we just
Just
did.
read all of them.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Just relax.
Nice.
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly.
Okay.
The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Wait, somehow I don't want to. Fuck no, put the ledger away. Okay, well, these two are no. Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the tickets, pick up the card, fucking kill yourself, you asshole. Close the parameter. Okay, pick up the ticket stub.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Alright, pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Alright, let me smell it. That always jogs your memory.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
Is that my flavor?
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Ooh, a woman. Finally, some action.
Oh, here we go. This is
Young
what
woman
this is what Inland Empire was trying to
There is
keep you away
care,
from.
effort, and a smile. You think, although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
So I knew her well.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
All right, continue.
Throw it away, please.
You know, maybe now that I'm thinking, maybe the blonde in the hotel.
I think L'Orange Disco Dancer, whatever her name was.
The one that reminded me of Uma Thurman.
No, I think this is your ex-wife, dude.
No, I know, but maybe the ex-wife was playing like she didn't know me.
I don't think that's right.
Okay, well, you know, whatever. It would be nice. Keep reading. But will it make me happy? Nothing will make you happy, Harry.
Your hand shakes, holding the card.
Ooh, it
Every
got dark.
morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road.
You know what? That's a great line. Instead, I will say, I find a little piece of happiness in me. I carry it in my chest, down some road. You know, use that. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you out one day.
Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely.
Don't worry about
I
it,
step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Yeah, keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white
Did I
dots
die?
appear.
No.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Oh, what the hell?
No. Hold on.
Did you die?
Did I die?
You
Hold
might
on.
have
To
died.
what? There's nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You're gonna have to fall sideways.
Detective, is everything all right?
well then I'm falling sideways. Game over, guys. Oh my god. Game over.
I hope your last autosave was recent.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? Can you believe that?
No.
Did,
Hold on. Begin. Maybe it's a fake out.
There is nothing.
No.
Again.
nothing?
Again?
Just lay there and nothing?
Did it say
Nothing,
again
sir,
last time?
brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there and pass out? I mean, I have no other choice.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light
This
that's
is all
on,
new stuff,
fluttering,
right?
somewhere in the basal ganglia.
I remember the basal ganglia.
Do you?
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who's that? Nice and quiet. Who's that?
Who is what?
Continue.
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff, or... Yeah, I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
Shadow.
Because it's always there.
Voyager Road was definitely not an option.
Yeah, this is definitely no. Okay, you're fine.
Because it's always there. What's the X?
the X
So my name appears to be Harry. Enough. Just lie there. See, Harry and Voyager Road.
Yeah, the X something. Was that the X something?
I did that one before, so I'm gonna ask, where's Voyager Road? I'm gonna ask the clues to my life.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
So my name appears to be Harry.
Your name is fuck all.
Oh,
It certainly ain't Harry.
then what is it?
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
What was the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
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 Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough. Just lie there emotionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face
Oh,
now,
someone's trying to bring me
your
out.
pupils, stupid idiot.
Oh, Kim is trying to revive me. I'm not coming back. What is it? It's cold. What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
Oh. It's in me. Okay, continue.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out
Oh.
of nothingness.
Live.
Where am I?
The upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Okay.
Drink. Water.
Okay, I'll drink
The
it.
water is cold,
Nice.
silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Okay.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Wow, alcohol is not a first form of hydration, you know?
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
Okay, that's good.
What happened?
I should ask you the same. I came in contact with the burnt out ruin of the past, Lieutenant. Ooh. I was dehydrated. It won't happen again. Fuck it. Start climbing out of the motor car. Fuck it. Ledger of failure and hatred. Good. Hands you the waterlogged remains of your ledger.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Mazovian socioeconomics.
Wow. Look at this portrait.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over personally with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Okay. I will...
Check your check your bonuses. See what you got from them. There you go.
So my visual calculus goes down.
But you get plus 4 XP though. Or
Left-wing dialogue
left wing
options,
specifically dialogue options gives.
downtrodden in... So I can only accept this?
You could probably unequip it.
Oh!
Wow.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you?
Well, that's much better.
The old
Look
Lassamore,
at the solution.
to the pier or the sewers, to Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
The Armakan beast that lurks at the bottom of the sepulchre. I mean, that sounds like shit from The Witcher, man. That sounds cool. I want to do that. Okay, so yeah, I can forget it. That's the
Yeah, well, I would forget in the Zovian socioeconomics. It doesn't seem like it's gonna help you
yeah, it's
much,
pretty
but
crap, right?
Hobocop's gonna come in handy though, if you ever find a fucking plastic bag. For 1 point.
Oh. So my authority goes down. Little guy gets further and further away. You see yourself from above. You passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, and he still remembers the feeling. And look! He moves! The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts out his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Sure, I'll internalize it.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so the interactable item. Interact.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's actually quite a lot to read here. Look at that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Okay, so this mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my bad-ass hustling, fraud, and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Oh, political correctness. Okay. So, I like the idea of that, using it as political capital. You know, with like either the racists or the, or you know, or I don't know. Maybe I'll open up some sort of dialogue options. But I mean, I'm not fraud and embezzling. I have no money. Okay, so yeah, what not to do?
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work.
Just finish your
Just
case.
finish your case, detective.
Fair enough.
Wasn't there something you could look at with the
The
headlights?
worn map features the patchwork
Yes, that,
grid of the
the-
streets of Martinez.
The what is
With
it called? Yeah,
directions
the
to the clip.
holographic symbol.
Touristy
Yeah.
Yeah,
location.
sticker on the
Year
clip,
48
right?
resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets. Across,
I think I did
finally,
this before.
coming
For a
Yes,
more
you did.
detailed view of the map,
And then I never interacted with this.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesa. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Yeah, let's just flip through.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
All right.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns.
Let's see.
Just
Yeah.
inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Yeah, let's just see what the local concerns are.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Damn, communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. That's how I feel.
I agree.
Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some sort of reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
Of course.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Well, let me read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play cool.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What's up with international development?
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Semenine.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
Well, that's not good. I should open a map of sometime.
Well, personally, I can wait.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents
Okay, what
unfolds
is
before
Kunst
you.
and Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Oh, a local artist.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Just a moment.
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Ooh, motor carriage racing. I'm into that. Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
All right. Let's see what they have to say about the communists about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000 word
words
about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
What's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting, yeah.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
I don't know. I mean, some people like NASCAR for the vroom vrooms.
At the
Yeah,
end
I
of
mean,
the day, it's
I
the
kind of
destruction
am
of
into
these
like racing.
750,000 real races
Getting-
that you're
growing
really
up and getting
watching
into that.
for.
Like, yeah, it was kind of all about crashes for me until Dale Earnhardt died. Then the crashes got sad.
Oh, because it actually affected you.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing. Wow, you're right. I really am just in for the violence. That's just you, John.
Oh,
I like it for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames
Oh,
that
that's
you
true.
crave.
I do enjoy that. Pennzoil can go fuck itself.
This flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life and glory, or death by fiery dismemberment.
I guess I never thought about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Kim, did you know that Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea. Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races. Yeah, obviously.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
Always furrowing his brow. I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure more things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds.
All right, well,
before
I'm
you.
going to put it away. Okay. All right. Get out of there. Yeah. Oh, wait. Kim. He's got a speech bubble.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe.
Oh.
The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the guy yet, though.
You should take care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Oh, okay.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Kim, I hate you anyway. I don't care. There's no saving this relationship. Okay, so we'll do the motor carriage, and then I think we'll call it a night for the video. But let's just find out what the tag
Inside,
says.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Yeah, okay. So Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Okay.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Press the engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
Those sound effects were crazy.
Oh, I didn't hear any of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay, close the door. Also, let's just click through some stuff. Okay, and then what's in here? I got some stuff to level up, but like you said, let's not level anything up unless we need it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stand right here.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Okay.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them up individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150.
What about
at
the
least.
last one?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Okay, shimmering. Okay,
The
street.
rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around. Where are we on this? Point to the halogen map.
Let me see. Right here.
Seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse. Seems nice.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt out quarter.
All of them worse than here.
Hey Kim, what do we do with all these? What do all these holes mean? Point to the dots on the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Okay, was I a hot shot, dick?
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
Oh, I was a hot shot, dick. Don't worry about it.
The first row represents your years of service.
18?
18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18? I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Wow. I was a hobo. I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we?
Well, I missed good opportunities, but that's okay.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Damn. Is that a lot? I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Damn, just 10. So you're saying I used to be a super cop, I used to be good, that's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. What's the last number? So you're saying I'm a super cop.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Oh, how many
You've got
kills have I
precisely
gotten?
3 perforations there.
Oh, 3.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
So I'm a killer. I was expecting a higher number. That's not too many. Is now a good time to pour one out for the fallen. So I'm a killer.
That's right. A killer of humans.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Okay.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
Damn.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Okay, well, you know what? 3 kills over that many years, but 200 closed cases? That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you think you were a super cop.
Yeah.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Yeah, thank you.
He's sincerely glad.
I'm thinking, yeah, he says you're
Yeah.
one of the good ones. Not necessarily anymore.
All right. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? How do you handle the strain? Thanks for this.
Yes.
Okay, yes, he's killed people.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've been coping pretty badly.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Hobbies are lame. Maybe I should find a hobby like tip-top racing?
Par exemple.
Okay. Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
Oh, he's mentioning my gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Okay.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
Oh, okay. I could look at my stats on the journal page. Oh, is this it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never got that. Maybe this is part of the new update.
Years in service, 18, 216 solved cases, people killed 3. Honor, good cop, bad cop 1, moralist, ultra liberal 1, okay, fascist, communist, boring cop, sorry cop, apocalypse cop, superstar cop.
Should lean into communism.
Yeah, go like keep going, right? I seem to be a communist.
Yeah, you might as well. You probably get an achievement for it.
Oh shit! Well, we're gonna call it for tonight, guys. I think we accomplished quite a lot. I think we learned a lot about Harry. I really want to know more about his wife because she really fucked him up. Or girlfriend, or wife. It's a wife, right?
Seems like an ex-wife.
Yeah, an ex-wife. So that's gonna be interesting once we get that unraveled because he literally fainted. He literally fainted over it. So yeah, let me
need to check out that body too. That's up.
Oh yeah, the dead body. I keep forgetting. But this is what happened. This is what happened. He got busy. There was a lot to do before taking down a corpse that honestly he shouldn't have any business touching. Okay, well anyway. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know if you are enjoying the gameplay, if there are other games you'd like us to play that kind of align with the core mission of the channel. And yeah. That's it. See ya. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.